Hey guys, I'm Amit Kumar and welcome to this video in which we are going to talk about headings and paragraphs. HTML headings are titles or subtitles on a web page. So whenever we want to provide any specific title or subtitle to our web page, we use these heading elements. Now HTML provides 6 different heading tags starting from H1 till H6. Now H1 is the highest heading. So the main title that you want to provide to your web page will be given with H1, and definitely H2 will be smaller than H1 and it goes like that up to H6. So these different heading tags are used to provide titles and subtitles to our web page. Now the search engine uses the heading to index to the content of a web page. We know we are using search engine nowadays a lot, and all these search engines actually use the keywords to match with the title of the page. So mostly the keywords that is provided to search any specific content are basically matched first with the headings. A paragraph element is used to show a block of text, and it always starts on a new line. So as many new paragraphs you will add, it will change the line on your web page. In case of any extra space or lines in a paragraph, the browser will automatically remove it. So if you provide more than one white spaces in between, or if you intentionally change the line while typing the code by pressing return key, then these white spaces will be removed automatically and it will all show as a single paragraph over there. But in case if you want these white spaces to be shown on the web page, if you want your pre-formatted text to be displayed as it is, then you can use a pre tag. So a pre element is provided by HTML to display the pre-formatted text. Whenever any new line is to be provided within the paragraph, then BR tag can be used, which is known as break tag or line break tag. Now this is an empty element. So BR tag does not contains any content, hence it is an empty element, which we discussed in the previous video. And BR tag can be used to provide line break within a paragraph. There is one more tag which is empty element known as HR tag, and HR tag is known as horizontal rule tag, which is used to provide a horizontal line in your paragraph or even in your web page. So wherever you want to add a separator between the heading or the paragraph or between various contents of the web page, you can use this horizontal rule tag. So it's pretty much of talk, and now it's time to see the things practically. Hey guys, here we are on our VS Code, and let's create the HTML files for headings and paragraphs. So I'm creating the first file that is for headings. So click on new file and let's name it as headings.html. So let's add in the default structure, that is the doc type, the HTML, the head and the body. Now HTML provides us 6 types of headings and we have already discussed about them. So let's add those 6 headings over here. So those headings starts from H1 to H6, and I'm naming it as this is heading 1 because this is H1. So the difference between these headings is the size and how much they show us the bold feature. So H1 is of the highest size and H6 is of the lowest size. Here we will see the feature of one of the extension that we have installed. So let me change this tag to H2, and you see when I will rename this opening tag, the closing tag will automatically get renamed. So this is the feature of that specific extension. So I am renaming all these headings. And let me rename this as heading 1, heading 2, so that we can easily recognize which heading we have inserted. So I have inserted all the 6 headings, and as I told you, H1 is the highest in size and H6 is the lowest one. So let me come to this web page and let me refresh this one. Let's click on this headings and paragraph, and let's click on this headings.html. So you can see these are the various 6 heading sizes that we have for our HTML document, and they are really handy when we want to add titles and subtitles to our page. Now let's move on and create the paragraph. So I'm creating one more HTML document over here. So naming it as paragraph1.html. So I'm going to add few paragraphs, few different types of paragraphs over here. Let me just copy paste this code and let me remove these headings and let me add some paragraph. Now this is the first paragraph that I have added. You can see paragraph starts with p tag and ends with the closing p tag. I'm saving it. And let's go back to our live server. Let me refresh this and you get this paragraph1.html, and here's your paragraph. Now let me show you, if I add one more paragraph to this file and let me name it as this is paragraph 1 and this is paragraph 2. Let me save this. Here you go. Now even if I add spaces or more lines to it, you won't feel that effect over here. Let me just refresh this and you can see. So even if I added these blank spaces, it is not showing over there as HTML removes these blank spaces. Now even if I remove this closing tag, it will still work. So now you can see I am having two paragraphs with just an opening tag. Let me save this. Let me refresh this and you will get the same output. But still it is advised to always use the closing tag whenever you are opening an element. Now let me add another paragraph file over here. Let me just copy this one. Let me create a new file as paragraph2.html and let me just paste that code. Now here I will have two paragraphs because this will be paragraphs with multiple lines, and let me show you that even if I provide those blank spaces over here, that doesn't affect on the output. So let me click on back, let me refresh this. I will get this paragraph2.html and you can see all the three paragraphs are coming in one single line. Now let me create one more program over here as paragraph3.html and let me add that BR tag. Now if you remember, BR is actually an empty element, so it doesn't require any sort of content inside it, and definitely it doesn't require any closing tag. Now if I will save this and if I will go back, refresh this and click on paragraph3.html, these three lines are coming in different lines for the same paragraph because of this BR tag. We have also discussed about HR tag, so let me show you another program where I am going to utilize the HR tag. So let me create another program or another file known as paragraph4.html. Here I am pasting that code and let me change it into two paragraphs separated by an HR. Definitely this HR is not human resource. This is for horizontal ruler. So here I am having two paragraphs separated by an HR, and if I am saving it and going back and refreshing this, let me click on this paragraph 4 and you can find this HR tag, the effect of the HR tag, which will add a horizontal ruler over here. So similarly, whenever you want to separate headings with paragraphs or paragraphs with help of a horizontal ruler, HR tag is really useful for you. We have also discussed about a pre-tag does not remove those extra spaces. In fact, whatsoever we add inside the pre-tag is going to retain that pre-formatting. So for that I am creating another program over here as paragraph 5. So let me name it as paragraph5.html. Let me copy the code from paragraph 4 and let me add that pre-tag over here. So instead of these paragraphs in paragraph5.html, I am having this pre-tag. You can see I have added extra spaces over here. I have changed the line as well, and let me just save it, go back, refresh, and now you can have that paragraph5.html, and you can see it is maintaining that spaces whatsoever I have given over there, whether it's a new line, a tab space or a white space. So pre-tag is definitely useful when you want a pre-formatted output on your HTML document. So guys, that marks the end of this video. See you soon in the next video. Till then, thank you and take care.